I put my lifetime in between the paper's lines. Real hip hop.
Getting the echo?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Oh, that's my bad. I thought my headphones. Oh man.
What's up?
Oh man, I just got a tweet from Taylor Mallory. Remember Taylor
Mallory. When do you see the underground?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let me read it. Can't thank you enough for supporting me early on in my career. Honestly, I don't think I have thanked you enough. But you know the truth, bro. Don't let me wear a chain like this in the pick again. Yeah, don't.
I see it. Oh, excuse me.
Jared Bang. That's dope.
That's a little throwback.
I feel like I hope don't nothing happen to me after this.
Hey, bro, Mom's just giving you flowers, bro. That's
What I tell you during the DMX
what?
Snoop battle. What I was scared of.
Oh, that something was gonna happen to DMX after that.
Cause he got his flowers.
Well, that's not necessarily when you give somebody flowers, bro. I think we as people are evolving now, and we realize that we just need to give people their flowers while they're still here, and not necessarily think that something's gonna happen to them afterwards, But it's just hey. Speaking of verses, bro, what's up? It's quiet right now.
Man.
It's quiet right now for verses.
Yeah, man, it's good. Hey, they gotta let's pick these battles right. Busta Rhymes said he want to do one against Missy, so I kind of expect that to happen.
All right, I'll take it, I guess.
I put it in the group. I mean, I'll take any one of them. It's entertaining.
I take that, I guess.
I mean, it's not. Look. Versus is versus. I don't give a fuck. Just do them.
Now it's just doable.
Just do them. I mean, now I'm just like, it's entertaining. See the reaction. It gives us something to talk about on the pod. It's good television.
Nah, fuck that. I want to debate about whose song is better than whose at that specific moment when they played it and all of that.
Well, Missy versus.
They trying to humble it now, bro. Busta and Missy, bro. They ain't you can't. That's fire. It's a fire battle.
What's the but here?
But it's like
scratching my head.
It's like, yeah, you can't really talk shit to Missy, bro.
Yes, you can. Fuck you, man.
I don't know. That's gonna be. I don't know. It makes sense, but I don't know. Yeah,
I mean,
it's too friendly.
What you mean it's too friendly?
Man, call somebody out, bro. Not I want to do the battle against this person because I think we match up as artists. Man, bring that competitive nature back to it, bro. That's what I want. I want him to bring the competitive nature back.
Some Dude Pod episode 60. Check us out wherever you listen to podcasts. Shouts out to everybody who's tuned in. Shouts out to the homie Taylor.
I want to be friendly. Fuck
show
that.
hella love during the beginning of WindyCityUnderground.com. Play the music. He's played at some of our events. All that. And go ahead and get that merch. Follow us at Some Dude Pod. Join the group. Follow the Facebook page. See, this is the problem with hip hop.
Oh my God.
See,
that is the problem with hip hop. Niggas is too friendly.
Niggas in it. Ain't nobody friendly in hip hop. These niggas don't like each other.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, let me rephrase that.
We need T.I. We need T.I. and 50.
You right. They in business with each other, Mike.
But I still need it for the shit talking though. They definitely in cahoots.
Come on, who shit talks during these things?
But the entertainment.
No, who shit talks to who shit talk? Who's like, man, fuck that song?
Nah, not necessarily fuck that
Nobody.
song. But nah, look, I want the energy that Boy Wonder and Hit Boy had. That's the energy I want. Boy Wonder was clowning on motherfucking Hit Boy.
That was the only one.
And Scott Storch and Manny Fresh too. Manny Fresh was Manny
that
Fresh
didn't
antics was
count.
kind of corny, but it was
That shit was
still
corny and it didn't count because according to you, Manny Fresh is overrated, so it didn't even matter.
What I got to do with anything?
Mike, see, this is our problem. This is our problem. We want to see strife. That's the problem.
We still gonna get flowers, bro.
No, give it. See, that's the problem, man. Like,
Jada and Fabulous had competitive nature.
No,
in
they
it too,
was
slightly.
big. No, they had competitive nature, but they was bigging each other up the whole fucking shit. Oh, that was my joint right there.
Facts.
But
Facts.
there's a difference. There's one thing about, all right, man, I ain't coming to lose, and we need some strife. we need somebody to be a little bit, have some competition. Don't like each other.
Give us some friendly competition. Little friendly, you know
But that's what
that's
that's gonna be. You think Busta fucking Rhymes is not gonna come into any battle and be like, I understand that that at the time of the apocalypse, this song was banging, but you know what, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, that song ain't messing with this. Boom. Like you think Busta Rhymes gonna come into a battle with anybody like, hey yo, that was a great song, and you know what? I danced to it many a night.
I didn't see the video where he said that he wanted to. I didn't see the call out.
You ain't gotta see the call out. This man he said they asked him. Shouts out to the Morning Hustle. Morning Hustle had asked him who could he see. Well, Headcrack had asked him who he would like to see battle. Who he would like to battle in the verses. He said Missy, and he explained it and stuff in his own Busta way. But you think Busta Rhymes is gonna go in any? That motherfucker is ultra competitive, just like everybody else.
All right.
Like everybody else, ultra competitive. I don't give a fuck if he going up against Jay-Z. Yo, I got the songs that's going to make everybody bop. With this one, the whole world is still trying to find out what I was trying to say when I was spitting these immaculate bars. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and press that button. It's the song with him and Chris Brown. That motherfucker Busta Rhymes is not going into shit like, hey, that song is awesome. This is not going to be the love fest of Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. This is not going to be the flower giving. Well, it will be the flower giving time.
Of course.
I think Missy has really yet to receive her flowers. Mm-hmm. But he's still going to be like, yo, Missy, I know you was trying to beep someone 911 on that cellular phone, but this song right here with one of your favorites, it shut down the world. I spent $1 million on this video right here. Go ahead, go it out, bust a bust. And just saw him with Janet Jackson.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just, I'm glad that you brought that up because I just noticed that.
Niggas out the verses. That's what it is. Nah. You said that song better than what? Nah, bow, bow. Like, that's what y'all want, man.
I'm all for the debates, though,
You can still debate. Because it's going to be some dude that's going to be like, hey, man, that socket to me was way better than put your hands where my eyes can see. Mm-hmm. And I probably agree. I actually agree. Because socket to me was cold. And that beat, cold. Cold. I remember seeing that on the box like, yo, this motherfucking beat. God damn, they sample Never Gonna Give You Up. Oh, yeah. And they made that. God damn. Might just want to see somebody fight after battle and shit. That's fucked up.
Let's stir the pot a little bit with this versus shit. Get back to the I want to see T.I. at 50, bro. I need that. It just for entertainment purposes. Not even just for the entertainment of it. I know that shit's gonna be fire for the shit talking alone.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I need it. So yeah, Swiss and cool. Timbo, give us something. We waiting because it's been a couple weeks now. Shit, couple weeks out. They normally don't wait this long.
This song right here is this put Busta Bus on a plane that he would never come down from. This was the start. This was the ascension of the Busta Rhymes that you will come to see, before everything. You know what I'm saying? This right here put me on the platypus. The platypus, fam? Yes, the platypus. To the top, you know what I'm saying? Scenario. Tribe Called Quest, bust it. Heal up. Put that boom. Like that's he gonna play scenario. And Missy, you ain't never met Missy, have you?
I've never met Missy. No.
Yo, Missy is the most. She is the most.
I remember you told me.
Humble. I'm telling you, she's the most humble woman that I've met in this business. She a little like it was funny because I'm not like some people was like, yo, she's a little timid, she don't like being around a lot of people, and I don't like to say that. I don't want to say that because when you in this industry and you being around a lot of people, you want your space to be guarded as possible. Mm-hmm. Like I'm an extrovert, but if I don't know you, like I'm gonna be an extrovert, but be an introvert to your ass.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you could see when she was around her girls and shit, it's like, hey, come on, yeah. So yeah, no. But she was dope, and I think it'd be a good chance to give her flowers. But then, as a female rapper, like, who's she supposed to go up against?
Exactly. I like. She does have to go up against a man.
She has to go up against a man.
And the Busta Rhymes and Missy Talks they've been
that makes sense.
They've been
to me.
comparing that shit. Like they've been trying to get that set up.
Yeah,
so I guess,
especially from a video. Like if you were to do a versus on just videos.
Oh yeah,
that's the
upper echelon of music videos. When it comes to music videos and performing, Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes are right at the top.
Them the two. Like a versus between Missy Elliott and Lauryn Hill. No, because I don't want to hear. No. I don't want to hear a whole bunch of R&B songs when it comes to Lauryn Hill. She has how many solo rap songs?
As people said they wanted to see Missy Elliott versus Lauryn Hill.
I hope not.
I don't think I saw that. I
hope not. But I'm just thinking out loud about female rappers, women rappers that she would go up against.
Yeah, there's really no matchup for Missy when it comes to
Beat Me 911?
Nicki Minaj might. No doubt. Yeah, I'm chilling. Let me chill. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. Yo, what? What, bro? What are we saying here? What we doing?
You got it.
I'm saying is that if you bring up any female hip hop artist, we just talking about just 20 songs. No female artist got 20 with Missy.
Look, Nicki Minaj shouldn't be going.
Nicki got plenty, nigga. Listen, so we just go up for that for that factor alone.
Listen to me, Mike.
What?
Nicki shouldn't be going up against no woman either.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool too. That's fair. That's fair.
As much as I can shit on the new mother here. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Nicki.
Congratulations, Nicki. And as much as you will say, you don't even listen to Nicki Minaj. No, I know the history. She shouldn't be going up against no woman either.
Okay, cool. That's fair. That is fair. But if there was a woman who could match up with Missy Elliott as far as like catalog is concerned, it's Nicki.
No, it's not.
Why it's not?
Okay, she got 20 songs. She ain't got 20 songs beating Missy.
Hey, we add features in it too, though.
She ain't got features. She has one song beating Missy.
What's that?
We add features.
What's that?
And that's the song with Kanye.
Monster?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
That's it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right. That's not fair.
Monster's the best thing that Nicki Minaj has ever did in her life other than become a mother.
God damn, bang. That's rough.
Is being a mother first? Monster. Yep, I said it.
That's unfair and totally
if I die, cry
inaccurate.
Bucket, fuck it. Yes, it is. What else?
That is so inaccurate.
What else?
That is so inaccurate.
What else?
Man, go back and check the archives, bro. I gave Nicki Minaj her flowers
is the
already.
Best song verse she's ever done. She will never eclipse that shit.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. But that's kind of like you saying it like that, and then the rest of her career is just like...
I didn't say that, Mike. Listen to what I said. Listen to the words I said. I said that's the best shit she's ever done.
Okay.
If you want me to do a look, if you want me to be very specific, even though I was, it's Monster, Mixtape Nicki, album Nicki. That's it. In that order. Best shit she ever did. The best verse she's ever spit. The best Nicki Minaj ever is Monster.
Okay.
Then it's the mixtape Nicki with the piggy shit.
Okay.
You know, her on smack DVDs with a flat ass. That shit. Mm-hmm. Then it's album Nicki.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj will never, ever reach that bar pinnacle she gave us on Monster. See, look at me giving Nicki Minaj flowers.
That ain't no goddamn flowers.
That is flowers.
That's all right. That's like that's not a flowers. That's a rose. Here, give me one flower.
That's not a fam. She outshined the whole fucking rap game on that song. That Monster verse.
But then it seems like you're saying that she hasn't done anything to that level since.
No,
then.
she
like,
hasn't. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Like I said on this, I also said on this show that Usher has not reached the pinnacle of Confessions.
Yeah, but of course not. He hasn't made anything great since
so
Confessions, but he had a nice uphill career to Confessions, though.
Yes, he did. That
so
shit,
the difference in what
no, I didn't say that. I said mixtape Nicki, Mike.
Well, mixtape Nicki, yeah, she put out
That's
2, 3.
That's upwards. That's upwards. Go listen to the Drought 3. She killed that verse on that motherfucker. All Lil Wayne mixtape Nicki is the ascension. Mm-hmm. But look, I've said it on this show a couple of times, Mike.
But she got verses, but she don't even have to dig in the mixtape bag if she does a verse.
She can't dig in the mixtape bag. Ain't nobody. She might and be like, damn, I remember that Nicki. But that Nicki so far gone, I don't believe she'd do that shit either way. I would with anybody. I don't give a fuck who you go up against. Play one of them joints.
Well, the point I was just making was that Nicki could match up with Missy Elliott in a verse.
Anybody, if you have 20 songs, you can match up, nigga. If you put
20 bangers,
nigga. If you put 11 people on the football field and you got 11,
y'all
niggas can match up.
No, Nicki got 20 bangers, not 20 songs.
Nigga,
Nicki has 20 bangers, nigga. I'm not gonna let you sit here and say she don't. Yeah, Monster is probably the best thing she's done. See, but Nicki got 20 bangers.
You're putting words in my mouth.
No, I'm not putting words in your mouth, but it's the way you say it.
The way I said it, nigga. Anybody, I be hating. When
I know how you are though.
No.
I know you, nigga.
No, listen what I'm saying. I hate when y'all niggas be like, yo, she got 20. Nigga, you go get 5, I get 5.
But you know what I'm saying though. Right now. But I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying. Yeah, you get 20 bums, 20. B-sides.
It don't matter if you got 20 bums or not. We about to watch the fucking NBA finals that's been over for about 2 fucking weeks.
Dang. The point I'm making here is that Nicki Minaj has 20 bangers.
She could very well have 20 bangers. She not.
See, look what you said. Look what you said. She could very well have.
No, listen what I'm saying.
No, this is not a. This is not a. Wait, I'm not putting words in your mouth.
You're not putting words in my mouth. I said she could very well have 20 bangers, nigga. Fabulous.
Say she got 20 bangers, man. This is not an opinion.
Nigga,
that's not an opinion. That's a fact.
Opinion. It is an opinion. Nigga, what I listen to don't make you bop.
Exactly, but that don't necessarily not mean it's a banger though.
That to me it might not be, motherfucker.
All right,
so I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. She very well might have 20. Them 20 ain't beating Missy's.
Okay.
Fabulous could have 20 bangers. His 20 bangers ain't beating Jay-Z. Nigga, fucking Special Ed could have 1 banger. His 1 banger ain't beating a banger from Biggie's. It could very well be a banger, but it ain't the highest banger of the bangers, motherfucker. Okay. It ain't the top. It ain't the banger of all bangers, nigga. Okay. Your banger can be beat. That's the whole point of verses. You got a song that you love and everybody love and everybody like, yo, this song is great. But the other motherfucker got another banger where you be like, oh, well, shit. I guess that one lost. That's the whole fucking point of fucking verses, nigga.
But yeah.
You act like I'm saying like, yo, look, you act like I'm not even giving Nicki a benefit of the doubt. Oh, man, she ain't got, you act like I'm saying she don't. Nigga, I'm not going to listen to Nicki Minaj. She's gonna lose to me regardless. But even in the essence of pop culture and what that song did and where it was and all of that shit, she ain't beating Nicki. I mean, she ain't beating Missy. So she could very well have all the fucking bangers in the world.
It's a mismatch just based off generations anyway. So one generation is gonna say that every song that Nicki Minaj has is gonna be fire, and then the Missy Elliott generation is gonna be, yeah, they rocking with Missy. So it's gonna be a seesaw.
I don't
It's a
pause.
seesaw anyway.
Pause real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had
But
to
yeah,
pause that for a second because
It'll be a seesaw anyway though, because you got Nicki Minaj and Missy Elliott are in two different generations. Their fans are gonna be, loyal to them, and they know.
gonna be loyal to them.
Motherfuckers gonna say, I can't get jiggy with Nicki Minaj. It's just not my thing. Motherfuckers gonna say, I can't get jiggy with Missy because it's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? The matchup is just it's a mismatch in that sense. But Nicki Minaj got 20, bro. Bangers.
she do.
Bangers.
She very well.
And I love both of them.
She-
I'm in the middle, so I love Missy and I love Nicki. So
I mean, because you love your female rappers.
I love my female rappers, bro. Shout out to the female rappers.
You love your female rappers. They're dope. They're dope. You love them.
Shut up, man.
Where's that woman rap? I need that feminine energy in my music, Mike.
Hey, why not, bro?
You know what I'm saying? You need it like Secret.
Why
The
not?
secrets, the secrets of rap. The secret deodorant of rap. This strong enough for a man. What I'm saying?
I didn't have to throw some secret deodorant. If I'm
We
saying,
all have.
in the clutch.
We all have. Probably put on some Noxzema too.
Yeah.
I
I had to use my wife's body wash in the shower a couple times.
Oh
you know what I'm saying?
man, I feel you though.
Be like that.
Coming out smelling like strawberry lavender.
Yeah.
Go bowling, nigga. What's that you smell like, man? I had to put on my
I
wife's
know,
shit.
right?
Strawberry lavender. You know what I'm saying? Smell like peach rose. It starts coming up here smelling like that shit, man. I was about to come at your motherfucking ass. I smelled you walking in like, yo, who the fuck is that?
Right.
Your ass come around the corner like, this nigga smell like lilacs and shit.
Man.
Hey, man. All right, let's go ahead and get really, really started, man. Again, Some Dude Pod. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe. Some Dude home. Part of the What Digital family. Make sure you also go check out Banging on Lunch Tables as well. SD10 free shipping. Well, SD ship free shipping. SD10 is the 10% off code. We're going to keep that going in the month of October. So you make sure you go ahead and get that merch. Get all of the quotes along with the faces, along with the What Digital logo, along with the Some Dude faces, man. Show your support because I definitely need it because of Baby 3. Yeah.
Copy crew necks and hoodies, baby. It's getting chilly out there.
Hoodie season. We even got the zip ups, fam. We even got the zip ups. So stop playing with your life, man. Go ahead and get that merch. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Some Dude Pod, Facebook.com/Some Dude Pod. If you don't want to join the group, but you want to be involved with the conversation, know what's going on, listen to the pods, any breaking news and all of that, make sure you like the Some Dude Pod page. But if you want to talk that shit, join the group, man. We getting bigger and bigger. We salute to y'all. We even got starting to get some people we don't know. Bro, people inviting people. That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Just don't come with them weak ass takes. That's all I ask, because we will talk about your ass. You know what I'm saying? We will. Shouts out to Chris Shields. He said that he was getting back into the pod. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to CJ's Vending too. Go ahead and get that book. He be doing some dope stuff. What's it called?
A wonderful idea, right?
I think to myself, what a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killing it with the vending machines and shit. All I ask is when you put some stuff in them, you got to put that good shit. Put them fruities up in there too. Get like a bag of fruities, bog them bitches
And
up.
see, and shout out to him for that too, because that's different. I don't know if he does it. I don't know if he does it now, but I think when he I think he was testing the shit out, or I think he was giving like free fruities, like thanking everybody for what I'm saying, purchasing. I think that's what he was doing.
Yeah, put that bitch, continue that shit, because fruities is the best, one of the best candies of all time. That's
absolutely
one of the reasons why I hate being out here, because fruities are not available.
Wow, no candy stores out there.
No,
they got fruities.
I mean, they ain't got no fruit. In St. Louis, they had them bitches. I was like, oh shit, I got about a bag. You know what I'm saying? But some candies, some when you really, really getting it.
Yeah.
When you start putting like the healthy snacks in there. That's I see. I never really paid attention to vending machines until Chris. But like we had a conversation at our gig about vending, right? Yeah. And they want to get rid of the vending machine that we currently have for some healthy choices. Okay. And I was like, oh, we getting bougie. We getting bougie with the healthy snacks, trail mix.
Oh no.
Granola bars.
That's a risk right there, bro.
But then there was some other shit. No. I mean, we out here in DC. Like it depends on where you go. You got to know your demographic. You got to know who you purchase from. But if you get one of them vending machines and put it in one of them bougie ass places in Naperville, with the healthy choice snacks, nigga, oh man, oh wow, oh what do you know?
White people got different tastes.
Yeah, they got a different taste in us, nigga. What do you know, Bob? Did you see the new vending machine? They have healthy snacks.
Yeah.
Oh man, my wife has been getting on my goddamn nerves because I'm eating Doritos all day.
Oh man.
Now I don't have to eat Doritos all day for lunch. I don't have to get no Doritos. I could get a healthy snack here. Oh God.
His wife must be black.
Some trail mix. Tom, did you see the trail mix? Oh my God. Thank you.
White people better not be going crazy over no trail mix.
Man, you see the grapes?
I love grapes now.
I do too. I eat grapes like crack around this motherfucker. A bag of grapes is going to stay a day in here because of me. But then if you got the little fruit cup with grapes, oh my God, Bob. Did you see the fruit cup of grapes? Ted.
This nigga does.
Ted. Maria, did you ask for the oh my God, Maria.
Nigga crazy.
Maria, some pineapples. Didn't Rick Ross have that song and he said something about pineapples? Who was that? Was that Jay-Z? You know, Jay-Z got a line for everything. Give me some pineapples. Pineapple juice? Oh my God.
Dumb as hell.
Oh, maybe the secretary has stopped getting mad when I come in her oh!
Whoa! Hey, what is wrong with you? This nigga is
Bob,
dumb.
don't tell anybody that. Don't go to HR. Hey, man, Kyrie Irving.
Hey, no, but shout out to Chris though, man. He was checking out the pod, and then last week, even when I had run the pod back, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? What is going on at the beginning of this? Sometimes Bang does the editing, so I don't know.
I had to play that Tory Lanez.
I was like,
play that new Tory
whoa.
Lanez.
It's like, yeah.
I had to play that new Tory Lanez, fam.
I was like, this ain't the intro.
I had to play that new Tory Lanez. I had to kick it off.
I'm like, yo, did I click on the right pod?
New Tory. I had to play that new Tory, fam.
But yeah.
That new Tory was fire at the beginning of the pod, wasn't it?
This nigga dub, y'all.
That wasn't the new Tory Lanez?
Nah, that wasn't the new Tory.
Oh, man, I thought that somebody told me that was that new Tory. That's why I played.
My man was giving it up on the stand, singing. Crazy.
Tory Lanez out in Jersey, kicking it.
Outside, bro.
Nigga
don't have no worries in the world, bro. That's concerning. I'm concerned.
Look, fam, let me say this, and I'm going to move on from that. Mm-hmm. But Megan ain't said shit. She said protect the black woman, though. Now, see, here's the thing. And maybe because, they don't want nobody to get sued and no shit like that. But, I'm an asshole, right? If she put Daniel Cameron's name up there, she could have put Tory Lanez and said, fuck that nigga. Fuck Tory Lanez. Mm-hmm. She could have put fuck Tory Lanez all the way in the back where she had the Daniel Cameron shit instead of protect black women. Mm-hmm. She said, fuck Tory Lanez. It's not like Tory Lanez will be doing Saturday Night Live anytime soon. Mm-hmm. I don't think Lauren Michaels going to be like, hey, yo, let's get that Tory Lanez to be the musical guest. Mm-hmm. I think he's done it before. If not, my bad, but he ain't going to do it again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she could have put fuck Tory Lanez, but she didn't. Mm-hmm. Now, I still believe he shot her motherfucking ass, but it's been kind of quiet on both sides since the album came out.
Well, it ain't quiet on Tory's side.
Well, no, Tory's out. Tory
outside, but he outside. But it's quiet on Meg's side. I think
outside. His album came out. He said what he had to say. It's cool. Meg ain't quiet. Meg ain't quiet. Meg just did Saturday Night Live. She she ain't quiet. All I'm saying is I mean, she ain't quiet. You know, she's
Right.
She's
Yeah, I
quiet
get
on
what
the
you're saying.
situation, but she could have very well been like, fuck Tory Lanez. And she said, fuck Daniel Cameron. She said that Daniel Cameron is no different than the niggas who sold our own people into slavery.
Yeah.
But then was like, protect black women. She could have said, fuck Tory Lanez.
That would have sent it up. But yeah.
Yeah, that Megan's making a statement. But you know, hey, Tory Lanez is out in some random club in Jersey.
Yeah.
Niggas, if women are celebrating with him, so they're not scared of Yosemite Sam. So do his thing, shit.
Yeah.
But that song, a banger. I'm sorry.
But yeah, man, let's flip it to the NBA, man. Kyrie Irving, what he on? Kyrie Irving out here speaking.
Look,
Kyrie Irving
I
sending
told
shots.
I told y'all niggas, black players don't give a fuck about black coaches.
Nah.
Matter of fact, most players don't give a fuck about coaching in the first place. And Kyrie Irving, I don't give a fuck what y'all think about him. What he said, I believe, is what the majority of the top 10 players in the NBA feel. And them are the only niggas you give a fuck about. Only ones. So, in Kevin Durant's podcast, actually, Kevin Durant's podcast, he has a podcast. And what's crazy is he got a podcast with one of the people he met with the burner during the burner account. So basically, he's like doing a podcast with me and you.
What's the name of his pod?
I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the ETCs, like the et ceteras or whatever.
Okay.
But
there's too much content out here. Okay.
yeah, it's too. I mean, it's great. It's great.
That's dope, though.
It's great. He had a couple of things to say about. First, I'll go with the LeBron James joint because I thought that was interesting. We're gonna get into that too, because I don't know if he's wrong.
Come on, bro.
Here's what I'm saying.
And then he went on IG Live.
No, you will understand. Yeah, I'll get with the IG Live shit, but you will understand what I'm going to say. There's no diss at LeBron. It's narratives. So I'm going by narrative. He might not be wrong here, even though LeBron's stats in the clutch is way better than his. Now that may come you will understand what I'm saying. But LeBron James, well, during the podcast when he said taking the last shot between KD and Kyrie, I felt like I was the best option on every team that I played for down the stretch. This is the first time in my career where I could look down and be like, damn, that motherfucker can make a shot too. Now, keep in mind that he's played with LeBron. He also played with the Celtics. So Jason Tatum is another person on there, but Jason Tatum is a young buck and was a young buck. Still, I explained why narrative and how driven narratives be the reason why this shit goes on and how players be doing that shit. But also on the pod, he talked about the coaching part, which was concerning to me.
Yeah.
Already. And it's weird, but I'll explain. But first, let me go ahead and get these quotes. Where in the podcast and then the et ceteras, the ETCs, whatever, he said, "I don't see us having a head coach. KD could be head coach. I could be head coach some days."
Okay, who's saying this?
That's Kyrie saying this.
This Kyrie Irving. He said that. Say the quote again.
I don't really see us having a head coach. KD could be head coach. I could be head coach some days.
And this is being said after they hired Steve Nash.
Yes,
right?
but okay. Now you gave your top 10 list, right?
On like top 10 players.
Yeah, you gave your top 10 players last pod, right?
I think we did 5. I think we said 5 players.
But you did.
I don't think we said 10.
5. You said we said 5 players.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just find a random site because I'm gonna hammer my point down today. I don't give a fuck who disagree on this one because I think this right here is is a tell sign of where we're at in the NBA. And just in the NBA, not necessarily any other sport, but the NBA. So I just went to NBC Sports, right? And I'll find their ranking, right? Let's go to their ranking. The top 10 players, right? So, I mean, this is older. This is like 2019. So they got Kawhi Leonard number 1. See what happened with that, coach. Because Doc ain't got Doc got a new job, ladies and gentlemen. He's with Philly. But I don't think Joel Embiid was like, hey, yo, go call Doc. So LeBron James, they got number 2. Giannis number 3. James Harden number 4. Steph Curry number 5. Ant Davis number 6. Paul George number 7. Joel Embiid number 8. Whoa. Russell Westbrook number 9. And KD number 10. All right.
Whoa.
I mean, look, if you want to keep going, I mean, that's where we at in the NBA now. I'm not mad. I'm mad at maybe the number, but I'm not mad at the top 10.
Motherfuckers got Joel Embiid in the top 10?
He's, as far as player, this is 2019. This ain't now.
Okay.
Just reading this for 2019, but if we talking about talent, if we're not getting caught up in things that happen within 4 games, and we talking about a whole season, Joel Embiid can very well be the best player in the league, but he be bullshitting. But other players up in that motherfucker, Jokic at 11, Dame at 12, Kyrie at 13, Jimmy at 14, Draymond at 15.
Where they have Giannis? Where was Giannis?
Giannis is number 3. But anyway, let's go back to that list though, because we're talking about coaching here, ladies and gentlemen. I said on this pod, I think Giannis should have a new coach.
Yep.
So we'll skip that because he got his budget ain't going nowhere. But Kyrie, the Clippers are looking for a new coach. Bron coach is Frank Vogel. Is Frank Vogel the best coach in the NBA?
Right now?
Yes. Is he the best coach in the NBA? No?
No.
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 Is he top 3? Nope. No. Because the second best coach in the NBA is actually coaching in the finals. And that right there is Eric Spoelstra. I think Eric Spoelstra is the second best coach in the NBA. I would have said that before this round.
Okay.
Because continuity is a great part of this. Pop is number 1. But let's go to James Harden. They're looking for a new coach. Golden State ain't. Steve Kerr's number 3 to me. Ant Davis, Frank Vogel again. Okay. Paul George, Clippers, he's looking for a new coach. Okay. Joel Embiid just got himself a new coach after the other coach got fired. Russell's with James. He needs a new coach. KD just got Steve Nash. All right, so number 4, my number 4 coach is Mike Malone. Denver's up there. Look at that. Terry Stotts, I think, is a very underrated coach. Portland, number 12. Brooklyn, they just got that new coach that Kyrie just shitted on, basically. Jimmy Butler is playing with the second best coach in the NBA to me. Draymond Green is Golden State. That's top 15. Steve Curry's my third best coach. Let's keep it going a little bit. Let's just go 20. Bradley Beal, I don't think Scott Brooks is a good coach. That's why I hope Bradley Beal exercises his option. Come on home, you know. St. Louis is 4 hours away from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? The Luka come up there. Donovan Mitchell, I believe that Quinn Snyder is a top 5 coach. I think Quinn Snyder is 5th. That's just me, though. Carl Anthony Towns, Ryan Saunders. Nobody's jumping down Ryan Saunders, you know, shit. Oh, Victor Oladipo, Indiana. He's looking for a new coach. And it's rumored that he want out. Klay Thompson, top 20, Golden State.
Victor Oladipo want out?
It's a rumor. Okay. That he wants out. So what I'm saying, so here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Even with the people that are like Nate McMillan got fired. He's with Indiana. Quinn Snyder's white. Scott Brooks is white. Draymond Green got Steve Kerr. Sometimes Steve Kerr's black. Eric Spoelstra's white. Well, he's not white. He's Asian. He's Filipino. Kyrie Irving, his coach is white now. His former coach was white, and they didn't want that motherfucker in the first place. Terry Stotts, ain't no confusion on that. He's white, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Malone, he's white, but you could put Mike Malone on a nigga's name, and it might fly. What I'm saying to y'all is this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think any of them players are even looking at the coaches that's currently being interviewed, white or black, and being like, oh, we got to have that coach. You think James Harden and Russell Westbrook is looking at Tyronn Lue and saying, yo, we got to get Tyronn Lue? Because if that was the case, he would have been the coach. Now,
Where do you think that? Where do you think people? Why do you think people feel like these top players are concerned about who their coaches is?
they're not concerned, Mike.
I think wasn't it like talked about that LeBron James was like concerned about who the coach was, and then he got fired.
Well, I don't think. Look.
And then Ty Lue took over.
Okay, so he didn't like David, whatever dude buddy name was.
Yeah.
The European buddy. Mm-hmm. But LeBron James, me and Sean Davis and Brian Crawford was talking about this. We probably had them on the show maybe soon, because I want them to be involved in this conversation too. Them the basketball people. You know, Brian Crawford has done shit with Slam Magazine, a host of other magazines and stuff. Sean Davis is a great producer over there at ESPN. But I told them, I don't think no NBA player in the top 10 is really concerned about who's coaching them. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody else, I don't think James Harden and Russell Westbrook is worried about who's coaching them, as long as they can coach. Yeah. You tell me what to do, I'll do it. But after you keep putting me in bogus ass positions, it's like, all right, man, you got to go. But it's not like I got to go get that coach. See, Michael Jordan said, let's go back and just look at that documentary. Mm-hmm. He was head coached by Kevin Lottery. I forgot who the other nigga was. And then they hired Doug Collins. Yeah. Doug Collins was like, give Mike the ball. Anything else, just give him the ball. That shit worked. Michael Jordan averaged 37.1. The highest average since Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah. I think still to this day, because James didn't get it. But give him the ball. Get out the way. But Phil Jackson was in the background with Tex Winter like, yo, let's do this triangle. He's like, oh, fuck that triangle, friend. Just give Mike the ball. Doug Collins get fired, and they give the position to Phil Jackson. Nigga, Mike wasn't happy about that. Mm-hmm. Mike wasn't like, oh, shit, here comes the triangle.
Mike loved Doug Collins.
He loved Doug Collins. And he didn't want to do the triangle. Mm-hmm. He did the triangle, get 6 titles. Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, Scottie Pippen in there too, but yeah. He had a coach who coached. Because back in that day, in the 80s and early 90s, it wasn't just about the player, it was about the coach. For us, I'm talking about when we grew up. When you talk about Red Auerbach, you talk about all the rings in the dynasty. Yep. Red Holtzman. Other ones. Other people that I can name. I forgot my man name that coached the Lakers before, like Sherman or some shit. Like it was the coaches. Go to the Knicks. Hugh B. Brown wasn't the Knicks ain't win no title, but motherfuckers like, yo, Hugh B. Brown knows the game. Mm-hmm. Like the back of his hand. Rick Pitino, we know these coaches. Like, yo, we could throw a coach in the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s, even past Popovich and Phil Jackson, and you can be like, yo, that motherfucker's a dope-ass coach. Mm-hmm. Chuck Daly, another one. Pat Riley. Even people that didn't win titles, but you saw them, like Mike Fratello. Yep. Like niggas knew that nigga Mike Fratello could coach his motherfucking ass off. Yep. There's others we can name. But we knew that motherfucker coach, and we knew that motherfucker coach because that motherfucker coached his ass off. But that was before AAU, everybody. Yeah. It was before that shit. Niggas be winning AAU titles with their cousin as the coach. Mm-hmm. Nigga, yeah, like, yo, join my AAU team. Yours. Yeah, my cousin running it. Should your cousin coach basketball? Well, he coach y'all, so we go ahead and get these shoe deals. We can go travel.
That's exactly how it rolls in AAU.
That's how. So
Motherfucking random niggas coach
be
AAU.
random niggas, and literally be random niggas.
Motherfuckers be having. Yeah, I didn't know you coached, bro.
I ain't know you coach AAU. Yeah, that shit's a lick.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just a lick.
I'm gonna come check y'all out.
I'm gonna come check y'all. Right. All they do is get all of the best players and put them on all one team because they got the Nike deal.
Motherfuckers out there like Pac and above the rim. Goddamn. That's what they doing.
Right. Pac is the head coach. Now he's dead. He's been dead since 1996. He's still a coach. Like niggas out there like Birdie and shit with razors in their lips and their mouths coaching. That's who your AAU coach is, and they win. And then your AAU coach helps you get to a college that you want to go to because that motherfucker's already popular. Mm-hmm. Now you go to Coach K or you go to who? Let's name some other coaches. You got Roy Williams. What's my man name at Kansas? I forgot his name. Bill Self.
Bill Self.
Yeah, Bill Self.
Calipari.
Yeah, Calipari. Calipari tell you, hey, you good enough to be here for 1 year. Bye. Yep. All right. Niggas like, I'm setting you up. Niggas be like, no, I want to stay 1 year. Nope.
Get out of here.
I want to stay 1 more year. Nope. Not here. Not here. You're gone, bucko. You're going to the league. Oh, no, but I want to stay because I ain't. No. Bye.
That's great. What college coach don't want their stars to stay, goddammit?
John Calipari.
That shit is funny.
Motherfuckers be like, Zion, hey, Coach K too, Zion Williamson. Hey, Coach, I'm fucking pissed that we lost, man. I don't want to stay. Nope, you bye. Because, look, let's be real. Some of the reasons why they get these motherfuckers, we only need you here for a year. Mm-hmm. Let's get you in to get you out. Yeah. Paperwork, burn all the paperwork. Mm-hmm. So they get to the NBA. Right. So when you had the Phil Jacksons and all of them things, them motherfuckers bringing structure, you ain't had structure all your life. As far as your coaching, like your high school coach is your high school coach. It's the same, damn near the same thing as your AAU coach. Matter of fact, your AAU coach might be your head coach because you could come to that school. Mm-hmm. All right, well, bad. All right, so shit. All right, so Ryan Saunders is my coach. Now the difference here is this: when you start to win, but that coach can't get you over the hump. So you go to, let's say you go to the Western or the Eastern Conference Finals. But it's you. You and your mans, because y'all been in the lottery for about 3 years. So it's like 3 of y'all that's killing. Philly. Mm-hmm. Y'all killing. But he can't get y'all over the hump because y'all don't even give a fuck about homie. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't. Mm-hmm. So when he gets fired, who do you go that's currently a head coach in this league that coach can take you to the finals and win? I'm asking you, who is that coach?
Oh, shit. You could, dang.
See, hit me out, Mike. Hit me out, Mike. I just want questions to be answered. When you listen to this pod, I don't want y'all to be like bang, be spitting. I want you to name the motherfucking coach. Mm-hmm. Phil Jackson became Phil Jackson with the Bulls. Mm-hmm. 6 championships during that time. Mm-hmm. He goes to the Lakers and he wins more titles. So he became that coach that can go to another place and win. Mm-hmm. Eric Spoelstra replaced Stan Van Gundy. Remember what Shaq said about Stan Van Gundy? Panic. He panics in the big moments.
Okay.
So Pat Riley becomes head coach. They win the title. Pat Riley comes down. He's like, shit, I gotta go coach these motherfuckers. I ain't bad. Pat Riley was a great coach. Of course, he took the Knicks to a final. They didn't win it. Of course, he wins all of those titles with the Lakers. What
year did he take the Knicks to the finals?
That was 95. That was the Houston, New York final. They went 7.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The year, it was 94, excuse me. Because that's when, that was the same year with O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
But they went 7. They very well could have won that bitch. John Starks went cold, and they lost that series.
Yeah.
So that motherfucker could have won with the title with the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. He leaves the Knicks, goes to Miami.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
He builds them into a contender, but he moves up. I believe when he moves up, that's when Stan Van Gundy got the job. But, Shaq was like, hey, man, we need you. Panic. He comes down. He wins the title. Dwayne Wade's first title. Yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. LeBron gets there. LeBron has never been coached by an all-time great. He goes from high school to Cleveland to Miami. It's coaching Cleveland. Who was it? Paul Silas the first year. I think Mike Brown was the coach. Yeah, Mike Brown. So, black guy.
Yeah.
He leaves. He leaves Cleveland and the nigga to go to Miami and the Asian dude. They ain't doing too good. And he goes to Pat Riley and say, man, we want you to come down and coach us. Mm-hmm. Told that to the white guy who's an all-time great coach. You can say he's top 5 coaches in the NBA if you want to.
Yep.
Pat Riley said, no. Spoelstra got y'all. Mm-hmm. I trust him. Mm-hmm. I say to this day that Eric Spoelstra that we know now ain't the Eric Spoelstra that won the championships. Okay. Because he was growing into that shit. Yeah. Because of his experiences then, he's become a better coach. An actual coach. Mm-hmm. And not just an overseer. Key word here. Overseer. So LeBron's like, oh, he ain't coming? He put the rings on the table talking about so you win the rings here and he ain't coming? Ah, fuck it then. He loses, but then wins the rings back-to-back in Miami. Mm-hmm. Loses against San Antonio, who has an all-time great coach in Pop. Mm-hmm. And as I said last week, fam, I mean, not last week, but in the show about culture, some job. Check the archives. Fam, why do I need one of them? Why do I need Pop? Because Pop ain't leaving to come to Miami. Pop ain't leaving San Antonio to come to Cleveland. Yeah. Pop ain't leaving San Antonio to go to Brooklyn. Like somebody had said, keep an eye out on Greg Popovich. He could leave San Antonio and go. Why?
Yeah, I saw those. I saw those before.
I'm 70. I ain't leaving to go to no other fucking place. I'm done after this shit. Yeah. But yeah, look. LeBron didn't need an all-time head coach to win no title. So let's look at these championships that was won starting with the Lakers in 1983 or Boston, whatever one that came first. But Boston had K.C. Jones that won a title with one of them, who took the job from Red Auerbach, I believe. Mm-hmm. I mean, not Red Auerbach. I forgot who was the coach at the time. But he gave him his blessing. Red's the coach. Bad. I mean, Red gives him his blessing. Bad. But look who he got on his team. He got one of the best teams ever. Mm-hmm. Anybody could have ran that motherfucker. But the Lakers fired Paul Westphal or Westhead, one of them West motherfuckers. And they brought in Pat Riley, who went from the booth, the Lakers booth, to the team. And Jerry West was like his assistant or some shit. Then Jerry West was like, nah, I'm going to move on over here. He got it. He good. Mm-hmm. They win 5 championships. We can't name the head coach for Boston for winning them titles. Mm-hmm. How that stacked that team was. I just know K.C. Jones was one of them. I don't think Chris Ford was one of them. No. That won the title. I know he had took over the team, but I don't think he wasn't. I'm not even gonna look it up because I gotta look it up. Chuck Daly. Chuck Daly is an all-time head coach. Okay. Phil Jackson, greatest coach of all time. Okay. Rudy Tomjanovich, great coach. 2 titles, back to back. Never underestimate the heart of a champion. Yeah. Lowest seed to win a NBA title, I believe.
Hey, when you mentioned head coaches currently right now, like the top head coaches, did you mention Brad Stevens? Think Brad Stevens
No, I
top
didn't.
5?
But I don't think Brad Stevens top 5.
That's interesting.
I don't think he's top 5. I think he's a great coach. I think he's a dope coach, but he's not. You'll understand what I'm saying. Let me keep it. Let me keep it going.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who else we going to? We just left the Bull. Oh, Phil Jackson after Rudy Tomjanovich, Greg Popovich, Phil Jackson. We mix in a little bit there. But then like Dallas got a ring. That's Rick Carlisle. And everybody said Rick Carlisle was a great coach and the Pacers should not have fired him. Mm-hmm. So he got him a ring against LeBron now. Mm-hmm. He's going to out-coach Eric Spoelstra. And LeBron in this case, because LeBron ain't ready yet. Mm-hmm. Who else we got? Oh, I'm forgetting Larry Brown. Larry Brown is one of the greatest coaches of all time. Mm-hmm. He has a ring. Mm-hmm. When was the last time an all-time great head coach or somebody in that conversation won a ring? It was Greg Popovich. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about at the time they won it. Yeah. I'm not talking about like later, like, hey, Eric Spoelstra, he's a great coach. Yeah, hey, ring. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about the time they won it. Mm-hmm. Last. Because Pop was known as a dope coach. That ring, along with Tim Duncan and company, was like, oh, yeah, cool. Ain't none of them motherfuckers here now. Yeah. Because even when you look at Brad Stevens had came from college. Butler. Yep. They gave him a 6-year deal. He's a dope coach. But he ain't took that team over the hump. That team ain't won a championship. Now, they very well may win one. But right now, they ain't went there yet. Frank Vogel is about to win. Well, Frank Vogel ain't no about to. Frank Vogel has won a NBA championship. And I know niggas, Ty Lue won LeBron won that championship, G. Mm-hmm. Ty Lue didn't, look, we watched that shit. Ty Lue didn't do anything spectacular in out coaching Steve Kerr. Niggas was kind of hurt, and Draymond Green got suspended. Mm-hmm. Not taking away anything from that title, mm-hmm. but it was other circumstances that led to it. Tyronn Lue wasn't like, hey man, we gonna do this here. No. No.
How you know, Bang? Was you in the huddle?
Bruh. No, I wasn't in the huddle, but you could watch the game and you could see that they really didn't do much differently.
Yeah, you're right.
LeBron took over that shit. It was what it was. We don't have that. That day is done. Mm-hmm. That let me go get this all-timer is done. Because LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen, mm-hmm. just like y'all say, man, this AAU shit where everybody want to play with each other. Yeah, this AAU shit is also, man, I could go get anybody and win a title. Yep. LeBron James won a title with firing a coach who had the best record in the NBA when he was fired. Mm-hmm. Tyronn Lue is who he wanted as an assistant. Tyronn Lue got a ring. Mm-hmm. It's nothing against Tyronn Lue. But if I could win a title with Tyronn Lue, if I could go 61-21 with Mike Brown, mm-hmm. if I could have a coach fired in the middle of the damn year mm-hmm. and still flourish, why the fuck do I need a coach? I'm the coach. Because they gonna run a lot of shit by you anyway. You saw some of them shits where Tyronn Lue was on the sideline where Tyronn Lue was trying to say something and niggas was like, all right. Nigga, Michael Jordan wasn't doing that shit. That nigga was like, Phil, what you talking about? Mm-hmm. What's going on, Phil? They don't need a lot of them top 10 players that I roll off. Tyronn Lue go to Houston, they ain't winning no title.
Mm-hmm. What about he stay with the Clippers?
They ain't winning no title. Mm-hmm. And because well, you know what? I ain't gonna say the Clippers because LeBron a year older. anything can happen. He's a little. I don't give a fuck how many millions he put in his body. He's an 18. He's a year 18. They're more than capable of being the nigga like the Detroit Pistons who get 2 rings after the dynasties, a ring or 2. Yep. But when you have, but AD is coming into his own now. Yeah. AD is turning into a man. So let me ask the listeners of some dude a question that be like, yo, Bang tripping. AD is becoming what we said he could become. Is he doing that because of Frank Vogel? It's the time that y'all answer. Is he becoming an all-time great because of Frank Vogel? Nah. See, let's go to the Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr thing, where I don't necessarily agree that Mark Jackson shouldn't be a coach because he should. But I believe some of his beliefs is the reason why he's not a coach.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're ultra religious and one of your bosses is gay. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah. Steve Kerr comes in and gives them a different offensive philosophy, which frees them up. They were already talented enough to get there. He switched the philosophy and they won. Because that's a philosophy that he's kind of used to, being who he is. Yeah. He gave them who he would be. He gave them the offense they would be in if you flourish. Now, everybody can't take that philosophy and flourish. Go look at Luke Walton. All I'm saying is that when you have a coach, when you have somebody like LeBron James is really like, look, you coach them. Yeah. Go coach, what's my man name? Alex Caruso. Yeah. Let's go coach him. And Alex Caruso is nice. Go coach up them. Go coach up Matthew Dellavedova. Coach him up. I don't need you. Because I'm going to take whatever you do and flourish regardless. Go coach up those players, though. So why do I need a head coach? Like, why do I need that head coach? That person's going to take me over the hump. Now, let's take it to the black folks now. To the black coaches.
What you're saying is like these elite players, they don't need a mastermind wizard coach.
Because these niggas been winning without mastermind head coaches. They've been winning. I mean, I still say that Greg Popovich is the last of a dying breed, but he gave birth to Steve Kerr. And his philosophy's a bit. But also know Steve Kerr wasn't the assistant on San Antonio. He wasn't. And he was in the front office of Phoenix. And he was on TNT when he got hired. Yeah. So that's why I look at the Steve Nash thing is similar. Steve Nash is probably going to put them in the offense that fits them. But KD and Kyrie Kyrie just basically told you, hey man, you go coach Spencer Dinwiddie. Me and KD good. You don't think Kyrie know this game plan, this play? Because he was up in Cleveland. He know the play. And if Kyrie really wanted Tyronn Lue would have been the coach. But he also know, hey man, that man might try to coach us, fam. He might try to tell us what to do. So no, I'm good on that. Steve Nash coming. Oh, Steve Nash is gonna do what Steve Kerr do. He was in the Golden State organization. He was part of player development. Oh yeah, man, he's smart too. So even if he gonna make sure them niggas over there straight. See, coaching is about them niggas. It ain't about the stars. And it's really about the top 10. So to go to the black coaches. So now to get to that part. I believe that a black coach can do exactly everything that I just said that some of these other coaches do. Yeah. Man, coach them over there.
Coach the youngins.
But I also believe that sometimes, and this is just my belief, I don't know if this is true, but this is my belief because it's based off everything that I'm hearing. Black coach ain't gonna come up in there and just be like, all right, man, well, I'm gonna go coach them niggas over there.
KD, Kyrie, y'all stay over there. Y'all do y'all thing.
Especially some of these former players. Especially some of these former players. Like some of these former good players, too. Yeah. Right. I don't think Sam Cassell gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go over there and talk to Spencer Dinwiddie and make sure they straight. Because ain't no black man gonna stand down to another black man. Yeah. Do you hear me, y'all? Do you hear that? Ain't Sam Cassell not gonna stand down to no motherfucking Kyrie Irving. Not saying I am. I don't believe so. Yo, I got this. No, what fuck you mean you got this? Nigga, you better get your ass up. I don't think a black coach is gonna be like that. Black coach gonna coach. White coach gonna ride them coattails. You hear that? Do you hear me? White coach gonna ride them coattails. All right, man, my players got it. Nowadays, I don't think Sam Cassell is gonna be like, all right, y'all got it, but I'm gonna make sure them niggas over there straight. Yeah. So that's why in my opinion, that's why black coaches get them bullshit ass jobs. Because them bullshit ass jobs come with shit that they gotta coach the whole entire team. They don't have that player. They have to coach him up.
Yep, we spoke on that already.
Yeah, I believe that's why. Because ain't none of them black coaches gonna come. I don't think there's a black coach that's going to come in to the LeBron James job and be like, yo, I'm coaching LeBron and everybody else. I don't think so. I'm sorry. Even with somebody like Jason Kidd, who's an all-time great point guard, a Hall of Fame himself. LeBron not going to listen to what I'm saying as the head coach? He going to do what he want to do? Fuck you mean? Hell no, not me, nigga. Not me. I'm Jason Kidd. Now, Jason Kidd might be his assistant and chill out and go to the head coach and be like, yo, be the facilitator a bit.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, you do this, you do that, you be straight. All right, cool, bet, bang, 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 bang. Because I believe that's what Tyronn Lue was in Cleveland, and that's what I believe that Jason Kidd is now in L.A.
Yeah.
But make no mistake, Frank Vogel is not to me, Frank Vogel is not the person that we talking about is the head coach. He gonna hold that trophy.
Yeah.
But he's not that Phil Jackson who's going to be like, yo, I'm Mike. I understand who you are, but me and Tex got you. Just follow our lead. There's no more coaches like that because AAU killed that shit when it comes to the mentality of players even allowing coaches to coach them.
This is great. This is great.
And that's why none of them coaches in college, they ain't coming here really doing that shit.
Yeah.
Not with no all-time team. So, yo, go get that star, that head coach that used to be a star. He's going to run this team because he know how stars work. But he know he can make these other players better. Niggas going to come in and they going to be like, all right, this is what we're doing. Kyrie going to look at this nigga and be like, oh, see? Niggas, man, that's why we should have just got D'Antoni, fam. He just gonna give us the offensive shit. He not gonna tell us to play no defense. He's not really he gonna let us do us, fam. Players want coaches that's gonna allow them to do them. And when you read off that top 10, that's why a lot of coaches in them top, like a lot of players in them top 10s, even the doubled up or not, are without coaches. That's why Scott Brooks' ass ain't been fired out of Washington. You think Bradley Beal, I mean, don't get me wrong, they should have it. But Bradley Beal and John Wall, you think John Wall ass want to be? Oh, man. That's why some of them players would rather deal with their college coach. So that's why a Bradley Beal to Chicago, if he opts out, looks attractive because he's playing against a coach that he's used to, white or not. That's why. That's why a lot of these college coaches don't want to leave college too. If I'm Coach K, I'm not doing that shit, nigga. I won titles with different players, back-to-backs, all this shit. Some player come in, the star comes out, I'm winning. Why I want to go to the NBA? Unless you give me $10, $15 million. You got it? Good. And this is nothing against the black coaches, but a Zach LaVine needs a Sam Cassell. Mm-hmm. A Zach LaVine needs a Tyronn Lue. Mm-hmm. White case, he needs a Billy Donovan. Mm-hmm. Somebody who know what it's like to be a player, was a good player, was a star player, won a championship, is respected. But they don't need that shit with LeBron them. Not no more, because the game has changed. Mm-hmm. Nigga, think about it like this before I move on.
Yes, sir.
Because I want to know what your thoughts is here. But before I move, remember when we used to get remember you used to get basketball cards and shit?
Oh, I still got mine.
Yeah.
I need to know where I could. I need to know
still
where
got
we
yours,
could.
Right?
I need to know where we could. You know what I'm saying? Sell these mogs off at.
I think it's a spot up. I think it's a spot in around North Riverside, and the one around Diversity by the Brickyard. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta look into it. But yeah, I got plenty of mint condition cards.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Man, remember, nigga, you used to get excited to get a head coaching card, just as well as a player. In the 90s, yeah, like, but it depends on the coach.
Okay.
If you motherfucker got a Raleigh Massimino card,
I think back then, if I I had a Phil Jackson card, then I feel like a Pat Riley card. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
nigga ain't getting excited about no fucking Ryan Saunders card. But Flip, though. Flip in the 90s. Oh, shit, man. I got a Flip Saunders card. Nigga, that's lit. I fuck with Flip. Because Flip took that team to the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
So you knew who he was and you knew he could coach. Yep. That's why Kevin Garnett cried when that nigga died. That's why he's mad at the owner, because he feel like the owner didn't honor Flip's wishes.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't crying over Lloyd Pierce if he gets fired. And I fuck with Lloyd Pierce. I think Lloyd Pierce is an example of everything that I'm talking about. That's why they bringing that black coach in. But I believe that's why Stephen A. Smith is going off. It ain't about the Zach LaVines. It ain't about the cats. It's not about the niggas it's not about Kemba Walker. It's not about whoever plays for Charlotte. Mm-hmm. It's not about the Phoenix Suns and Monty Williams. Because they brought Monty Williams in to change the culture. See, they bring a lot of nigga coaches up in there to change the culture. And then they hired a white motherfucker because now the culture changed. That player is great. He really don't want to be coached like that. But we still need we need a head coach. So we need that player, that coach over there to coach up everybody else. That's why you get bench mobs that look good. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because those teams with stars have dope benches because the majority of the time is spent grooming them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Black coach gonna want that whole thing. And they not gonna want to be talked down to by no star who they felt like they played better against better people during their day. Mm-hmm. Think Tyronn Lue gonna look at some of these players down after he got crossed over by Allen Iverson and walked over and shit?
Bro, I think that's just one thing Tyronn Lue gonna have to live with, and I think like that shit's gonna fuck him up as a coach. Like motherfuckers gonna be looking at him crazy. Like I don't think Tyronn Lue, he's a player coach. But motherfuckers looking at him like he's still that guy that got stepped over. Like, I don't think he'll ever get the full respect as a head coach.
But yeah, simply put, man, I think a lot of black coaches are more about coaching the entire team and not letting no younger black man talk them down. Yeah. And tell them what they are and what they're not going to do. Mm-hmm. As opposed to coaching a team. And I think a lot of these white coaches is like, hey, y'all do y'all thing. I'll handle those people over there. All right, bet. Cool.
Birdie and Avon Barksdale fucked up the game.
Birdie and Avon. Name of this episode. Your cousin coach AAU. That's why we in here. Now, what I mean, am I? Do you think I'm taking it too far?
Nah, you spitting, nigga. You right. This is facts.
Look, like I get what Stephen A. Smith saying, but I believe that Stephen A. Smith is not talking about those top 25, those top 20, 25 players. I think he's talking about those top 10s. And he's talking about those top 10, top 15s. Kyrie, why you ain't had him talk to Sam Cassell? So to give him an op. Because I don't care. Only thing I'll say is this to those players. Players don't care until they're out of the league. And now they're all talking about diversity and shit. Yeah. I want to own the NBA team. Well, we got to vote you in, fam. And I don't think we really fuck with you like that. What? Y'all racist. I want to be a head coach. You didn't give a fucking enough about that shit. It's going to be a lot of players in this league who want to be, that's probably not going to get the opportunity because they didn't put in the work now to make sure that those opportunities are available to them when they are retired. Mm-hmm. Now, somebody like Chris Paul, who's the president of the Players Association, he'll get that op. With a Rajon Rondo who may want to be a head coach or not, who people think that is smart enough to be a head coach, who some people think could be a head coach now.
Rondo, funny. That'd be funny as hell to see Rondo.
Motherfucker think Rondo gonna step in and get that job? I'm not for sure. And there's probably be another group of players. But if these players don't start this shit now, in the future it's going to be worse. And it might be your cousin coaching, or it might be player coaches again. But Stephen A. Smith ain't talking about 15 through 466. Mm-hmm. He's talking about that top 10 to 15 players who have power. LeBron James could have told them niggas, I want Sam Cassell to be my head coach. Mm-hmm. I want Jason Kidd to be my head coach. Fucking Giannis could say that shit now. And Bud is done. Because he has leverage because he can leave the motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Or they can say, all right, man, we just going to trade you wherever you go. You ain't doing all that shit. Mm-hmm. Shit. If Tyronn Lue wanted to be the head coach of the Clippers, he don't take the interviews that he have with the other teams. Because he's taking an interview with Houston. He interviewed with Philly. I think he's interviewing with somebody else. He could have just said, fuck all this. The Clippers could have said, fuck all this shit. Mm-hmm. We gonna make you the head coach. All right, well, bad shit. All right, cancel those interviews. If Harden, only way that happened is Harden tells Houston and the Clippers tell Houston, go get Tyronn Lue. Yeah. And Tyronn Lue is he's almost outside of this conversation because he won a ring. So any excuse could be made. Like, we're getting a championship-minded head coach. Yeah. But what about everybody else? And I know it's only a few jobs out here, but when a black coach see that job open, that Brooklyn Nets job open, and Marks don't even get a look, Kyrie Irving, what he said is why. And you also not going to tell me what to do. I got it. Me and KD got it. You worry about them. You worry about them, fam. Fuck out of here, fam.
That shit is funny, boy.
You worry about them, G.
Yeah, that is funny.
You worry about them, fam. Go tell Caris LeVert what to do. Jacques Vaughn, hey, Jacques. Help Steve tell Caris what to do.
You say Greg Popovich is like the last of a dying breed when it comes to like mastermind head coaches.
Yep.
Do you think we'll ever see another mastermind head coach?
Nope. That shit dead, fam.
That's crazy.
That shit dead, bruh. Like, that shit dead. I guess I look at things differently than other people. I'm not just looking at the game and being like, oh man, that person cold and all that shit. I've been saying that, I haven't been saying the black shit, but I've been saying when niggas be like, yo, LeBron James need an all-time head coach. He should go over to San Antonio to Popovich. The fucker's not going to San Antonio for what? This nigga's winning without Pop.
Yeah.
This ain't a Michael Jordan type of situation, but this is a players' league. This is a players' league. Players win these championships now more than ever. I'm talking about these last couple of years. LeBron James, like Steve Kerr learned from, he sees. But Steve Kerr also, in that championship run, got Kevin Durant. Like, nobody's knocking down Nick Nurse's, again, with the Nick Nurse shit, as an example. Kyrie Irving he gets traded to Toronto. Nick Nurse is his coach. They fired Dwayne Casey, who was the coach of the year. He's a black man. Messiah Ujiri, an African, fired a black man for the white assistant head coach, who was a fucking vagabond. This nigga coached everywhere. England, New Zealand. He coached anywhere motherfuckers was paying him. He did the same thing Phil Jackson did, so to speak. Nick Nurse has one championship and got knocked out. But he lost an all-time great player. So what I'm saying is Kyrie Irving didn't look at Nick Nurse and say, hey, man, that motherfucker right there, he coaches ass off. Let me go ahead and stay here. And I own the country. Like, that's proof positive right there. Kyrie Irving could have stayed in Toronto with a coach.
Kawhi
Leonard. He could have stayed in Toronto with a coach who looked like he's a good coach. Yeah. A president who's a general manager or president, one of them who's dope, who built a team with a dope team with dope players on there. He left there to go back home, and he told them he wanted Paul George. And them niggas was like, yo, how? Oh, what? Shit. And they traded the farm to get him just to lose. And Doc has lost a couple of 3-1 leads. You got to win those 3, but he ain't win the 4th. He gets fired. And they said, and they ain't even got to tell us, fucking Steve Ballmer and Lawrence Frank ain't talking to Kawhi Leonard, ain't not going to talk to Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and say, yo, we thinking about letting Doc Rivers go. What do y'all think? Them niggas either said one or two things. Shit, y'all run the team. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Or, that he got to go. We good. We go find somebody else. What about Tyronn Lue? What about Sam? It's just like when people be talking about voting. You got to go vote. You got to go vote. If you don't vote, that's like a vote for Trump. If you tell them do what you got to do, that's a vote for firing him. Because if we didn't think about firing him, we wouldn't talk to your ass.
Yeah.
So even they like, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do or let him go. Now, they still might hire a black man or they might hire D'Antoni. And if they hire D'Antoni, that's really a slap in niggas' faces. Because Sam Cassell was right there. If Ty Lue go to Houston and they hire D'Antoni over Sam Cassell, Stephen A. Smith gonna blow a gasket. What? You got Sam Cassell right there, head coach in waiting. He's been an assistant for years. He wins 2 championships with the Houston Rockets. He's a point guard. He knows the game. He's been an assistant to some of the great head coaches, Doc Rivers. He knows those players. And you get Mike D'Antoni and not a black man? Black man. It's on you, players. Watch. I bet money on it. I bet some dude's shirt if Stephen A. Smith gets on First Take the day that the Clippers hire Mike D'Antoni, who's arguably the biggest name left on the coaching in waiting to be hired, still want to work. Man, he was with the Lakers. He didn't do crap with the Lakers and Kobe Bryant. What is he gonna do with Kyrie Irving? Some dude pod.
Crazy.
Hey man, why is the Lakers still playing though?
What you mean, bro? You gotta finish the NBA championship.
It's finished.
Bro. It's not finished. You still gotta play 4 games. You gotta win 4 to get an NBA title, bro. That's how you win a series. You win 4 games. That's how it works, man. I told you Boston was going to be a better matchup. Miami getting smoked.
Boston would have got smoked, too.
Boston would have been better. We would have had a classic.
No, he wouldn't have.
We would have had a classic pandemic series right there with Boston and LA. That's what I wanted to see, but
they bitched up.
And they caught and
against Jimmy. You think they're gonna bitch up against LeBron?
Man, bro, it would have been a nice shootout, man.
It would have been nice to see the Lakers versus Celtics because of the history between the two franchises.
That too, but it would have been some nice, good scoring basketball happening there. That's what I think.
Shit's a wrap, fam.
It's a wrap. The Lakers will win the championship. It's tough. Miami, they got some injuries lingering right now, and it was over when it.
Nigga, Kemba was huffed that last series. He been huffed now. The only argument we got right now is who was the Finals MVP, AD or LeBron.
It's tough, bro. They don't do co-MVPs, do they?
I mean, it's all with the voting.
I'm pretty sure AD wins it though.
AD should win it. I would tell you this: if LeBron James wins Finals MVP, it's a makeup for what people would say he should have got the regular season MVP, and I would be very disappointed if LeBron even accepted that MVP. Like, nah, bro, this ain't me. I know y'all voted that shit, but take my name played off of that. This is AD's.
The NBA's not gonna do that though.
Shit.
Even if LeBron tells them to do that, they're not gonna do that.
I will say it. So it would be. I will put it out there and say it. So it will have to be done. I'm not accepting this. This is AD's finals.
Bron been cooking though.
Yeah, he's been cooking, but AD's been cooking. Okay. AD is the reason why LeBron James is here. Okay. I don't agree with Kendrick Perkins a lot, but he said that AD better compliments LeBron more than anybody. And that's not. And that's including Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne Wade said, "Yeah, I agree." And here's why. This is like the moment of all time. LeBron James is a point guard in Karl Malone's body. So if I ain't got to be in the paint and doing all of these things and AD is there, what the fuck you think is going to happen? And AD's a bucket.
Look, it's still 2 games left, so we going to see.
Miami winning one of them?
No, it's probably over. I think this is
probably
bring the broomstick out. And I'm saying it's over as far as like night. It's over, but as far as like it's going to do Miami steal one, I don't know. I don't think they steal one. I think the Lakers, they got this shit. They cruising right now. They got it in cruise control. I think they're good. But what I'm saying is that based off how LeBron and AD play these next 2 games, that MVP is still up for grabs. No, LeBron, it is. LeBron, he had a triple-double the first game. Almost a triple-double.
I'm going to tell you why it's not.
Second game, Bron had 33. AD had 32. So AD can have an off game and they can still win. And LeBron just go crazy.
I'm going to tell you why it's not.
That MVP, that Finals MVP is still up for grabs. But
no. You want me to tell you why it's not up for grabs?
Why?
Because LeBron James is willingly deferring to AD. He's willingly doing it.
He's willingly deferring, but he's also still getting 30.
Yes, yes, but AD is getting 34. AD leads that team in scoring. Yeah, he led them all year long, Mike.
Yep.
All year long. All LeBron's leading them in is deferring because he has the most assists that he's ever had in one season and in one playoff. He's deferring. He gonna cook. LeBron like, yo, I'm gonna get my points. It's 8 points a quarter. That's 32. I'm gonna get my points, but I'm putting you in position to be the monster I need you to be, so I can score 23, get 8 boards, and 15 assists a game. I'm almost willing to bet that next season, after the Lakers win this championship, LeBron James is going to break the NBA season record for most assists in the season next season. Mm-hmm. If AD stay, which I believe he will.
I think he will. I don't see why he wouldn't.
But I think it's John Stockton that holds that record. Hold on.
For most assists in one season?
Yeah, I think it's like 15.
Average 15 a game?
I think it was like 15. Almost 14. 14.5 assists. John Stockton got the record. in 1989, 90, and 1990, 91. That's how much of a bucket that Karl Malone was. Because I think one of those seasons, Karl Malone was second in the NBA in scoring. He was a bucket that season. So, I believe LeBron James.
Is that correct?
I believe so. Because I know John Stockton had his percentage was 14 to 15 in the game.
Okay.
But let me make sure. I don't want some dude to be lying.
I'm trying to. Oh yeah, you're right.
It was for 14.5, 15?
Yeah.
I wish I had this basketball card in front of me.
I got a mint condition John Stockton card. Bro, I really need to find out where I need to sell these cards at. Like, I need to. Yeah, we can do that. But yeah.
I believe LeBron breaks that next season.
I think so. I don't see why not. You know, it's easy for him to get the passes off now. Like you said, he's deferring, and it's easy for him to defer. I think this is like maybe the first time where he's had to he's cool with deferring, like it throughout his whole career.
Damn, I was right. 14.54 in 1989-90 and 14.20 in 1990-91.
Yeah.
And then still was killing it with 13.
But in this finals,
13, shit, John Stockton was out here dishing them dimes.
Mm-hmm. But in this finals right here, the Lakers need to not act like they go to State shooting 47 threes though in one game.
It don't matter.
They need to not do that shit.
Miami
could steal one if they could steal one if the Lakers try to pull that again.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about Jimmy Butler too, and I love this Jimmy Butler love and all of that shit too. But all his love is overrated.
I know where you about to go. I seen it.
What? Tell me where
go
I'm
ahead.
About to go. Now tell me what I'm gonna do.
Like he ain't ready to. He ain't no finisher.
No. Oh well, no. Okay, I'm not gonna go that far. What I'm gonna say is this: Jimmy Butler is a dope player. Mm-hmm. But shouts out to Reese Rolex on Twitter by giving him the name Struggle Dub. Cause Jimmy Butler is a dope player.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Butler can't beat these players until he's out there doing the playoffs. Let's just say from the playoffs. That's the time when you turn up. Jimmy should be out here on his 30 points a game lick.
For real. That whatever it was that Jimmy Butler was doing prior to the NBA Finals, where he didn't have to score 20 a game for them to win, that shit stops now.
Yeah, he averaged 19 points. And to Reese Rolex's point, this is the Reese Rolex part of the conversation here. I'm going to speak for him. Mm-hmm. Jimmy dope, but that's where it stops.
Okay. I ain't mad at
Jimmy
that.
Butler this season averaged 19.9 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Struggle dub.
Definitely a struggle dub, but it's like the way that team is built, you know, he don't have to. It shows.
No. Him I'm out. See, I love when people say he don't have to.
But is it a struggle dub based off shooting percentage?
No,
it's not a bad shooting percentage.
Because if he can't do all of that, what people want him to do without part of his game suffering.
Right.
Jimmy can't be the one that goes out there and give you 25, 30 points a game. Mm-hmm. He can't. He's Joe Dumars. Jimmy Butler's Joe Dumars.
Okay.
And before anybody say something, Joe Dumars is a NBA Finals MVP. Mm-hmm. Did great work with Michael Jordan. Yeah. All that shit. But Jimmy Butler has to turn it up to getting, and they've all said it, so I'm not saying this wrong. He got to be in that 27 to 30 points a game range every time he goes.
Does that make them a more dangerous team if he's scoring 27?
Because
I agree with that.
Because you got to ball out just as well as Tyler Hero got to ball out. Because then when you balling out and then they scared of your scoring threat, then that's when Tyler Hero comes around and Duncan Robinson comes around and start training the lights out of everybody.
Yep. And it shows too, because it was like when Miami was coming back, where they was trying to like stay in the game, and then Jimmy Butler makes a move to the basket. Like, all right, finish it, Jimmy.
Jimmy got to be the right. Jimmy got to be the bucket.
He dishing it. Like, oh, what are you doing? Like, this is your moment right here. You ain't gonna get this moment again. So you need to make the best of it, fam. Jimmy clearly can get 25 a game.
You want the bucket? That's what you have to be when the playoffs happen.
Yeah.
That's it.
But he's gotten this far without having to do that. But now it's being exposed.
Yeah, it's gonna get exposed during shit like this. See, you can bully whoever you could bully. Who they play in the first round? Indiana. You could bully them. You can bully Milwaukee, especially when they playing like crap. Yeah. But if you look at his playoff status, 2015 he averaged 23 a game. Mm-hmm. 2017 he averaged 20 down to 23 a game, 22.7. Yeah. Last year he averaged 19.4.
With Philly?
Yeah, with Philly.
Well, see, now I can understand him averaging that amount on that team.
Why?
Because that's Joel Embiid's squad.
Mm-hmm.
That's Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons.
Yep.
He got other scorers on that team.
Yep.
That makes total sense for him to average that much.
You ain't got that here, buddy.
He don't have that. He don't have those type. He don't have scoring caliber players on his roster.
You ain't got that.
I agree.
In this playoffs, do you wanna guess how many points that Jimmy Butler is averaging
during this playoffs? So he probably like somewhere like 18 a game. I'm
21.1.
Okay, all right. See, I didn't even give him that amount. I kind of figured it was
to
lower
be a superstar in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
See, I can lead you to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But when you get in the playoffs, you got to go into turn-up mode. It's only a 2-point increase in his points in the playoffs. I believe, again, this is one of the main reasons why I don't like this playoff setup. This is one of the reasons why I don't like this bubble shit. But also, this is one of the reasons why I don't jump out of my body when it comes to certain players, certain things. Jimmy is dope. He's been great. That's dope. I believe that Jimmy is one of those people that can help your team take the next step. But Jimmy needs Giannis, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
And Giannis needs Jimmy.
What if Bam turned into like a Giannis caliber player, though?
That's cool. He do that shit in Milwaukee. He's Ben Wallace. Do that shit. He's Ben Wallace, but can score. Yes, he did have a game where he was like 30 and 15. Go do that shit over there in Milwaukee. Because I'm just going to throw it out there right now.
You saying Jimmy Butler needs to go to Milwaukee?
Miami needs to offer
Giannis,
Tyler Hero, and Bam, and a first-round pick to Milwaukee for Giannis. Make that trade go how you want to. If you have to add some shit, some players to be named later, whatever, do that shit. However, Bam and Tyler needs to go home to Milwaukee. And Bam needs to go over there too.
Okay.
With him to seal that deal. And Giannis brings his ass to Miami.
Okay.
That's the only connection that's going to keep Kyrie and KD from winning the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
That's what needs to happen. Because they can't do this shit by themselves. And Jimmy's 30-31. Jimmy needs a Giannis. Giannis needs a Jimmy.
Okay.
Pause.
I ain't mad. Pause.
And that's what they need. I get it. This bully shit, but you only could be a bully so long. That's why they asked about to get swept. Because LA is the bigger bully. with the best players. But yeah, this shit's over with anyway.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. LeBron still could win Finals MVP though, so wait for it.
If he wants it, I don't think he wants it either.
He gonna
I think low key, man. I think LeBron James is mentally at the stage, at the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Lakers stage.
And what stage is that?
Like that he's deferred. He's deferred to the better player. I think he's at the point where.
Well, he shouldn't have made them comments about the MVP when they gave it to Giannis then.
I mean, because they was 1 and 2. But I think as we speak right now, I believe that LeBron James is now at the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar stage. When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was still a bucket.
Yeah.
But like at 83, 84, when Kareem was like, yo, Magic, this your team. Take us. And Magic was like, okay. I think that's where we're at. AD. I think this is what we're at with AD and and LeBron. This is where Kobe and Shaq would never have been. Because Shaq was still like, hey, I'm still that nigga. If Shaq would have, low key, if Shaq would have taken the backseat to Kobe during that 4th championship reign and stopped with his, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do shit, he would have retired a Laker and them niggas would have had 10 rings. Dead ass.
Yep. I agree with that.
Because little did we know, and if you pay attention, even though he eventually won a title with a year or two later with Miami, Shaq was on the downside of his career. Absolutely. He was entering it. LeBron James has entered. It's weird saying this shit.
Crazy.
But in year 17, this motherfucker's entered the downside of his career. It's fucked up because, and why I don't blame Michael Jordan for retiring when he did, because we wouldn't have saw the downside of his career. He comes back when he's old, and we know he old.
Right.
But we never really saw Michael Jordan entering the downside of his career. He just was off for a number of years. Was like, you gotta come back. I hate that shit. So that's the weird part. LeBron James can shock the world and do this. I'm dead serious, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm at this point where he is at his career now. LeBron James, to me, is at the point of his career where every year we're like, so is this the last year of his career? Because I don't really think LeBron James wants us to see him on the downside of his career. I don't think he wants us to see him like Kareem at 87.
Yeah. Nope. Remember that hot take I had brought up when I said that I had to, defer this one as well, because I said that if the Lakers won the championship this year, that LeBron was going to retire.
Hey.
I said that, but I now, though, I don't think he's going to retire because of the bubble shit.
No. Look, I don't think he's going to retire. But again, I think we're at that point.
Yeah.
Where we could say, so shit, is this his nigga last year?
Yeah.
Because if he wins the title in the bubble, let's just keep it a buck. I don't think I think this is LeBron James, and I said this, I believe that this is LeBron James' his last chance at a title.
Yeah.
I think this is his last chance at a title. Because I think KD and Kyrie, unless Kyrie says, fuck you, Kevin Durant, I think they win next year. I think the Clippers are young enough to hold off the Lakers. And then what's going to happen with Giannis? Is Giannis going to go to Miami? Because I believe that Giannis has to go to Miami.
Yeah, you saying he has to though, but he already done said that he ain't going.
I ain't saying what he should. I'm saying what he should do. I ain't saying what he is gonna do.
Right.
He should force his way to Miami, and Miami get back Bam and Tyler, and they'll still be in the playoffs. Bam, Tyler, and Chris Middleton, they're 5th seed. They're 5th, 6th seed. Miami and KD Miami and the Nets. If they get Giannis, that's 1-2 right there. It's amazing Eastern Conference Finals going forward. But I think that LeBron James is officially on the downside of his career. His downside of his career does not mean he's going to average 15 points per game and not be in the game and all that shit. That does not mean that. It means that LeBron James is going to be deferring his ass off now. He's going to play second fiddle, and he does not mind that. But it also would not shock me if LeBron James wins this title in the bubble and what we've had to deal with and say, I'm out. I'm going to focus my time officially on my business ventures, on social justice issues, because I'm young enough to do it. I've done everything that I need to do. To keep it a buck, I'm not going to I've been said that I'm done with these debates about who's the greatest of all time and all that shit. But LeBron has already been in that conversation for about 2-3 years, in my opinion now. And if he wins 4 out of 10, 4 and 6, it still looks better than some of the people who have 3. I keep it a buck. LeBron James 4 looks better than Steph Curry's 3.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But LeBron James 4 looks better than Larry Bird's 4. 3.
I think it's always going to look better anyway, just based off the fact that how many times he's been to the finals.
So
it's just that run alone.
What does he has to do? Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing as the bubble NBA bubble champion. He has nothing to prove tonight. He has nothing to prove on Tuesday. He has 0 to prove. And
he's about to win a championship with his third team. With a third team.
What, he wants to win back-to-back again? Nobody give a fuck about 2 back-to-backs when Michael Jordan has 3. What, he wants to try to win 3 back-to-back? That's not going to happen with how top-loaded this league's about to be next season. That's not going to happen. If I'm LeBron James, I know this sounds, oh no, you tripping. I ain't got shit else to prove to y'all motherfuckers. I'm gone.
Nah, you don't.
I'm gone. I will say that shit, and it would be breaking news. Women, what? LeBron James did what? If I'm LeBron James, I stand on it. Tuesday or Wednesday is my last game of my career.
It would be so dope if he did that, but it would have been both fired if he would have did it as far as like in front of like in front of that Laker crowd, you know.
Well, hey, whatever.
Doing that's how I envisioned it when I made that hot take that he was gonna retire, and then based off the fact that we lost Kobe. Yeah, he came out here, won a championship. Yeah, we did it for Kobe.
Hey.
This for the Lakers, this for the legacy, man. I feel like life is short. But it ain't gonna be the same. It ain't gonna be the same feeling winning it inside of the bubble, let alone winning it.
If I'm LeBron James, I'm done.
Yeah,
done.
I ain't mad at you. I called it. I said that's what happened, but I don't know. I think he can play one more year.
I mean, if I'm if I'm LeBron James, I'm done.
Yeah, I agree.
There's nothing else for me to prove. I'm in the debate forever. There's nothing I'm going to do that's going to stamp me being better than Michael Jordan. Nothing. There's nothing. And if I do go back and I do get to the finals and I lose, there's nothing LeBron James has left to do for me. What, becoming an all-time leading scorer in NBA history? Ooh, the best player ever didn't have to do that. Ooh, I'm done. If I'm LeBron James, I won the title. I'm out. Peace in the bubble. Social justice issues. All this shit's going on. Now I'm about to go focus on that. And they just signed
my son getting to the league
and whoop my son's ass for smoking weed.
2 more games, Bronny.
2 more games before he get his ass whooped. If I'm LeBron James, I went to LA to bring y'all a title. I did it. I'm out. Spring Hill Entertainment just signed a $100 million first look deal with Warner Brothers. I'm about to go take care of that. I'm about to go run for Congress or some shit in the next 2 years. If I'm LeBron James, I'm out. Fuck y'all. I'm done.
All right. We gonna see.
All right, man. Before we go though,
We gonna see.
you have to explain.
We gonna see.
You have to explain something.
Yeah. What we talking about? Are we talking about the NFL? Bypassing that?
Yeah, because everybody got COVID. I don't want you to talk about your Cowboys being 1-2 because if your team ain't 3-0, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
We're in first place.
If your team not 3-0, ain't shit to talk about.
Maybe I should have low expectations for my team. And maybe
No.
win
Okay,
like
so let me explain.
Well, because they think their team was gonna be 3-0 though.
No. Because it ain't about low expectations. Khalil Mack is questionable with a knee today. Fuck. But no, it ain't about low expectations, Mike. It's about this. In NFL, any NFL coach or player tell you this. If it's the league, the season is in quarters. If you can make it out of your first quarter 3-1, 2-2. All right, cool. That's good.
We should be straight then because we got Cleveland today.
Right. Oh yeah, y'all gonna win that shit. If y'all lose that shit, Mike McCarthy need to have a conversation.
Absolutely.
But like we going up against the Colts who got a good defense. So, you know, I didn't think we was gonna win last week. I did say technically I was right last week because I said 28-10, Nick Foles playing.
Yeah, you was right about Nick Foles playing, but you wasn't right about the score when he came in.
The score. There you go.
You was right about that.
There you go. Give my victory.
Whatever.
So look, right. If you come out of the first quarter of your season 2-2, all right, that's cool. That's good. Especially beating a division, somebody within your division. They beat the Detroit Lions. I bet. And you won the games that you supposed to won. No matter what happened, they beat the Giants. That was a game they were supposed to win. People expected them to lose against the Falcons. People expected them to lose against the Lions. So the game that you were supposed to win, because you're better than that team no matter what, is the Giants. So if they would have came out of this 1-2, it would have been an expectation for some people within the league. You come out of there 2-1. And this is not with the Colts so far. You come out of that 2-1, that means you stole a game and you won a game possibly that you should have won. If you come out of that 3-0, wins are sacred in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. They're sacred. Because I know that while Dallas is in first place right now, they gonna kick themselves in the ass with the 2 games that they lost. And they're gonna be thankful that they pulled it out against Atlanta. But a game like today against the Cleveland Browns, if they lose that shit, they gonna look at this shit, no matter if everybody in that division is 0-3, 1-3, they're gonna look at it as a disappointing start to the season. The Bears have already exceeded expectations in the first quarter by winning the first 3 games. And even though I think the Colts might pull it out today, because that defense looks good, that defense didn't go against no real, like, I ain't gonna say real competition, but they didn't go against no people that you would really be afraid of. They beat the Jaguars. They beat the Jets. And the Vikings are 0-3. So was the Vikings better than that 0-3? Like, what? They didn't go, like, they went against a struggling Kirk Cousins. So their record, no, excuse me, my bad. They lost to the Jaguars. They lost to the Jaguars, they beat the Colts, and they beat the Jets. So is that defense really good? Or did they stack up numbers because they went against 2 teams that's 0-3?
To be determined.
Yeah. And today is a good determination of that. Because you could say the same thing about the Bears. They beat the Giants, they beat the Lions, and they beat Atlanta. Atlanta's good at giving away games. So you got that part over there.
Yeah.
And then they came back to beat Detroit, Division 4. and they beat the Giants, who they could have lost that game.
Yeah.
So I think them being in Chicago will be helpful. So I'm actually gonna pick the Bears today. But if anybody, I don't give a fuck who you are, comes out of your first quarter 4-0, that's a success.
Absolutely.
So, hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna be happy about that. Whether it's low expectations or not, it's like, yo, hey man, I'm not gonna trip. Then let's look at the rest of the Bears' schedule. Thursday they go against the Buccaneers.
Oh, they got Thursday night game coming up?
Yeah, they got a Thursday night game.
Thank you. Something worth watching on Thursday night.
Yeah,
I'm cool with
so but they play in Chicago.
Okay.
So I don't know. They go against the Panthers. They should beat the Panthers. And Teddy Bridgewater is gonna look across and be like, "Damn,
I should have went over there.
The Rams, the Bears and the Rams play good football against each other. That's a Sunday night game. The Saints ain't looking good, fam. Check down Breeze.
Drew Brees ain't looking good.
Now, Kamara looking good, but Drew Brees ain't looking good in the light. The Titans and COVID. You got the Vikings. The Bears, because of how they started in the first quarter of the season, I don't expect them to go 0-4 the rest of the way. I can say this. This is not predictions. It's just, okay, let's see what happens. Bears win against the Colts today. Well, that's my prediction. I think they'll beat the Colts today. Okay. 4-0. They lose against the Bucks. 4-1. They possibly beat the Panthers. They should, even though they're going to be in Charlotte. 5-1. The Rams and LA, okay, 5-2. Okay, they lose against, the Saints is here in November. 6-2. The Panthers, 7-2. Vikings, the way they look terrible, fam. Let's say 8-2. The Bears could be 8-2 before they even touch the Packers. 9-3. 8-3. The Lions here. 9-3. The Texans here. Texans look like shit, but in there, they're here.
But the Texans though, they do this every year though. Every season.
The Bears could very well come out this season how they was a couple of years ago, 12-4, 13-3. Okay. But it's only because what they built in the first half of the season. Yeah. But the other thing that people not thinking about is this: there's an extra team that makes it now. So since it's another team that makes it now, they might. Yeah. You could get into the playoffs at 9-7.
Right, that new playoff. That started this season.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not predicting that they'll win those games. I'm just going off how them teams look as of today. Yeah. Saints ain't looking good in the light. Panthers ain't looking good in the light. Vikings ain't looking good in the light. Titans look decent. Packers look amazing. The Lions ain't looking good in the light. The Texans ain't looking good. The Jaguars ain't looking good in the light. For the Bears' remaining opponents, the only teams that's looking good is the Rams and the Packers. Okay. I'm not making no predictions that they're going to go 12-4, 13-3, but them teams look like shit just as well as we look at 3-0 as an undefeated 3-0. The difference is Vikings is 0-3. Saints, I believe, is 1-2. The Rams got a good. Like, these teams that they going against, records are terrible, or not even better than compared to what they should be in people's what people think. The Colts shouldn't even be 2-1 the way some people think. Phillip Rivers is old. All I'm saying is just win those games and you good, or just hope that those teams, like in your case, Dallas, hope everybody else lose too. Yeah. And then look at your division, Mike.
Hey, that's why I'm not even. You know what? I'm done. I'm like not even finna stress about it. Not finna argue with anybody. Division is huff. Cowboys and the Washington football team are both 1-2, sitting at the top of the division. And then you got the New York winless Giants, and then you have the Philadelphia Eagles, who are also winless with a tie. So NFC East, once again, another year being a shitty division, and all you need is 7 to get in. 7-9 gets you in the playoffs with a home game.
Because you won a division.
Because you won a division. 7-9 gets you a home game. So at this point, we're shooting for 7 games here. That's where we're at right now.
You just shooting for 7.
First to 7 gets in. All right? Yeah, that's the NFC East in a nutshell. We're just going to leave it at that with the Cowboys until I see otherwise. So,
and y'all man, if y'all don't beat Cleveland today.
Yeah.
Today would be the game. If y'all lose, I'll be mad.
Yeah, so we just going to leave it at that for now.
And then plus I need that. I need Zeke to chap out.
Yeah. All right. I know. Please do it for baby number 3, Zeke.
Yeah, do it for baby number 3. Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on before we get out of here.
Before we get out of here, you got to explain that Griselda. You got to explain that. Because I saw people jumping on you, and when I read it, I was like, oh my! I'm gonna tell you what I said when I read it. I said, I know what Mike's saying.
But that's what I was. I thought it was pretty clear. That's what I was saying.
No, it wasn't.
It was more so. Just. It was more. I said it in a joking way.
Yeah, you don't do that.
I said it in Griselda fans. Jesus, so sensitive.
No.
So sensitive. All right, man. Westside Gunn.
I'm gonna tell you. Well, explain why you did it.
Westside Gunn, 1/3 of the hip hop group Griselda, who's signed under Shady Records. Shady Records is owned by Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem, aka the GOAT. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. But yeah, they're signed to Eminem. They've dropped a group album under that imprint, and look, I guess like everybody as like solo artists are doing it as well. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that they were signed under Shady as solo artists as well. Is Westside Gunn the first artist to drop a solo under Shady?
Conway's
release wasn't under Shady, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bang, it wasn't. I looked at it. I don't think so.
Because that was his debut solo album.
Yeah, it's his debut solo album, but I don't think it's under Shady though. Hold on.
You want to check and make sure that?
I'm looking right now. Hold on. Let me get the facts straight first. No, it's not. It's under Griselda Records, Drumwork Empire.
Okay, so he didn't sign a solo deal with them.
See, there you go. Okay. So yeah, Westside Gunn just dropped an album under Shady, and it wasn't even necessarily a take. It was just an observation that I could possibly see. If diehard Griselda fans were upset with how the project would have came out, and then they would have. I just feel like the Eminem hate in the Some Do Pod group is alive and well.
It's not. I mean,
it's alive and well. Not even in the Some Do Pod group.
No, Mike. To your credit, he doesn't have a good track record with the artists on his label. But go ahead.
Okay, and that's fair. And I felt like if Griselda fans were disappointed with the project, that they would blame Eminem. Oh yeah, he shouldn't have signed under Shady. Eminem is stopping him from being. But
no, that's not
being creative and everything like that.
I just had to read it up. It's Shady.
What, Conway's joint?
Yeah.
It doesn't say that on like when you look at title and then you see.
Yeah, I'm reading.
It doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the same thing as Westside Gunn.
Yeah, no, I'm looking. I just went to Wikipedia and other people. Yeah, this is Shady Records debut.
Okay.
Interview with Conway. He talks versatility. Shady Records debut. Yeah, that's Shady.
Right, because I don't see.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. It's under Shady, fam.
Anyway, why Shady Records didn't promote it on their Instagram though? They promoted Westside Gunn's album.
I don't know, but it's everything that I'm reading. Even him, this is his Shady Records debut. Oh. If you just Google Conway the Machine Shady Records.
Okay, all right, that's cool. But anyway, I made a take and I said that you guys were gonna blame Eminem.
We'll say whatever.
If the Westside Gunn album wasn't up to you guys' expectations.
No. Wait a minute. Let me read this.
I'm telling you, Bang, it's not. It's not.
Okay, so no. Okay, wait a minute. Let me make sure. I mean, I don't know, because sometimes they don't put they don't put every record label on title too.
I don't think it is.
Let me. Okay, so Okay, so the Griselda member told fans that From a King to a God is intended to showcase his range and serves as an appetizer to a Shady Records debut. So From a King to a God is not his debut wink wink album.
Okay. Quote unquote.
Right.
Okay. All right, cool. Westside Gunn, his project, Who Made the Sunshine, is under Shady. And I said if you guys felt like it wasn't up to the Griselda standards, that you guys were going to blame Eminem. That's what I said. And that was before I even heard anything from the project. So that's what that was. And then you guys came in, was like, well, yeah, the Griselda sound is the Griselda sound. Fair enough. But I could have sworn, I remember, and not in our Some Do Pod group, but in the other group, that I saw like a lot of, man, Joe, this album ain't hitting like, what I'm saying, the other Griselda joints, Shady, what I'm saying, holding them back, or Shady, it ain't the same, blah, blah, blah. So I just assumed that that's what I would have seen if you guys didn't like the Westside Gunn album. It wasn't no type of shade at Westside Gunn.
I'm going to tell you why that was.
Nothing. Okay. I just felt like you guys were going to find another reason to jab at Eminem. That's all. It was more of a joke than anything.
So I get what you're saying, Mike. Here's why you shouldn't have said it. Here's why. It's just knowing. This is just knowing your history a little bit. First of all, have you listened to the Westside Gunn album?
I listened to it.
What were your thoughts on it?
Sound like Griselda to me.
What? No. Did you like the album?
It's okay. It's a few standout records on it. It's 11 songs. I got 3 standout records on it. Everything else sounds pretty much the same.
Did you like the album?
It's cool.
If you gave it some cool hypes, how many cool hypes would you give it?
Out of 5, 3.
Okay.
3 out of 5.
That's okay. Here's why I said what I said. Mm-hmm. Because Griselda might be on a streak that is Wu-Tangish to some old heads, where not only is the group albums nice, but the solos are dope too.
Okay.
But it's the amount of what they're coming out with.
Yeah.
To some people will say Griselda has not dropped a bad album yet.
Okay.
To some, like me, like, okay, I'm really starting to get into the groove. But looking at, to Kyle and Only Built and Iron Man, and then going into their second and third, like, they're putting out quality and quantity at the same time, where when we saw these groups do their thing, they were coming out with quality, but they wasn't coming out with the quantity.
I was about to say, Wu-Tang wasn't dropping them as fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dropping them right now.
Budgets and all that shit, and you didn't have SoundCloud. Now, I think if you had what these cats had, what I'm saying, they probably would have. A lot of artists would do the same thing. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, since that is the case, you saying that, knowing that you are not the biggest Griselda fan, comes off as a diss. Furthermore, you brought up Eminem. And listen to me. It's nothing against this. I'm not gonna diss him here as a rapper. Okay. I'm gonna diss him as an executive.
Okay.
I can't tell you an album that I like that came off of Shady. In fact, since this is Westside Gunn's first release, and I love this album.
Get Rich or Die Trying was on Shady.
No. Hear what I'm saying. On Shady, not Shady Aftermath Interscope.
Yeah, this is Shady. No, Griselda.
That's Griselda. That's them, my nigga. That's like, no, this is Dr. Dre.
I follow you.
Jimmy Iovine, the Three Amigos.
Obi Trice's first album was fire.
No, it was not. Not to me.
Go ahead.
I have not liked no album that came off of Shady. That's the Slaughterhouse joints too.
I liked Slaughterhouse. I even liked Slaughterhouse's first album.
I did not.
On Shady. I liked it.
I did not. Some records because it didn't sound like what I wanted to hear from them on mixtapes and stuff.
Okay.
It sounded like, all right, we got to have that mainstream hit because that's what the label wants.
Yeah.
Eminem, it seems like to me, signed these cats and was like, y'all do whatever y'all wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I was scared when they signed the Shady. But then I heard this album.
And then they don't even have an executive producer credit on it, so I'm pretty sure he had
Thank
it.
you.
No,
so yes,
no.
just we're gonna distribute. You sign us, we're gonna distribute, and that's it.
Okay.
So when I heard this album, I expected no Eminem on here. Like I didn't want to hear no Eminem.
Yo, low key, I think Westside Gunn don't even fuck with Eminem like that. We've seen
I don't think so
like,
either.
some questionable tweets from Westside Gunn
I'm
around
glad.
Marshall.
I'm glad.
But go ahead.
But when I heard this album, I said, yeah. First I was like, damn, thank you. And don't feel like his hands was on this album.
Okay.
It seemed like this was all Westside Gunn. So here's my hot take, ladies and gentlemen. Because I believe one of the Griselda niggas getting nominated for a Grammy. One of them niggas is getting nominated for a Grammy. Since damn near anything can be nominated for a Grammy now, one of them Griselda niggas getting nominated for a Grammy, and I believe it's going to be Westside Gunn.
Okay.
But I might be wrong here. But one of them Griselda, there's not been a rap album that's head and shoulders the best to me yet. So I think Westside Gunn is going to get a nomination. I think Lil Baby is going to get a nomination. I think Roddy Ricch is going to get a nomination. I think Nas is going to get a nomination. But remember, also they changed some shit around, like with the rap categories and all that shit. So whatever. Either way it go, one of the Griselda niggas getting nominated for a Grammy.
Okay.
But I also believe that Westside Gunn might have taken the place of Rick Ross as the best rapper A&R. Westside Gunn is the nigga talking about retirement, but I think he's the one niggas love. Mm-hmm. Like outside of rap.
Okay.
Now, outside of rap, I think everybody is starting to love him. Mm-hmm. I think everybody loves Benny and Conway for what they do, but the charismatic nigga wins. Mm-hmm. They love him. So he's gonna be the Jim Jones, where you could say, while Cameron may have had the better albums,
or Cameron and Jewels were like the better lyricists.
They love Jimmy. Mm-hmm. Jimmy is still around. They love Jimmy. Mm-hmm. But this is a better version.
I can see that.
And I believe, to me, this album is a 4. I give it 4 bangs out of 5.
All right.
I have Griselda having the best 3. I mean, the best 2 albums of the year so far. I like Conway's album better than this one, but it's not by a lot, with Nas coming in 3rd. If we're counting things that came out in December, November of last year, Roddy Ricch probably hit that number 1 because I still listen to like that album.
Well, Roddy Ricch came out in December. I think whatever came out in December, if it comes out in December, it counts for this year.
Yeah, do it. I mean, yeah.
That's to me. That's just.
But I think that's all dope. And as Camp from the Port said, Westside Gunn makes the best raps love songs now. He told the girl he was coming at her.
Yeah.
At the end of that song, I was laughing my ass off.
That was one of the. That's what it.
AAU league last night.
You talking about the Armani the joint with Armani Caesar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the. A leak? What, album?
Act 2 leaked?
Wasn't that like supposed to be the album that actually supposed to drop a long time ago?
Oh shit! Let me send this to you. Let me download this first. Yeah, download is it. Let me download.
But yeah, overall though, Westside Gunn album is, it's cool.
Let me send this to you, Mike.
Yeah, go send it. Yeah, I didn't know albums. I didn't know albums still leak. Did he leak it himself?
I don't know. I'm saying it. I don't know if I should be saying this on the pod, but shit, fight.
Won't stop us, bro.
Send it to you right now. Download that. Make sure you download that, put it on your computer, all that shit. But what I was saying.
Yeah, you were saying that Westside Gunn make the best love song.
Yeah, and he said, I'm coming, bitch. Like, I'm coming in you. Some shit like I'm coming.
Did he say something about
I
I'm spitting in your mouth or some
He
shit
said,
too?
"Come into you. I can't get out of you. I can't get out of you." And even when he started off, "Come here, bitch," like he can't start off more misogynistic as that, and it makes me laugh each time. I was like, man, this Mark Westside Gunn is a wild boy. But yeah, he make the best loves. He makes the best love song music. Yeah, that album is dope, man. That album is dope. I like it. I give it 4 out of 5.
It's cool. It's cool.
But the reason why I said you shouldn't say what you said,
yeah,
is just because how you just said, man, it's cool.
It's cool.
Cool.
You know what? I'll give him more detailed. We'll get into more details about the Westside Gunn album. Shout out to OT. Shout out to OT. Shout out to
that nigga said, I'm about to nut and you about to nut and you I can't get out of you.
That's actually one of the songs I like. That's one of the
Liz
songs I like.
Luger.
That's one of the songs I like.
Nigga, they just say, "Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. Pussy twice sweet." It's like, how you get away with that? Hey,
it is what it is. That's actually one of the songs I like. But shout out to OT. Shout out to Kamal Kiddo. They have a platform called Beers and Bars. Me and Bang gonna be on that joint tomorrow. So we're gonna dissect a few albums that just released this past weekend, and that's one of the albums that we're going to be talking about. So I'll get into more detail about the album then.
Oh man!
But
that nigga say, "Fly God's little whore, you look so beautiful, look so beautiful." Like what?
Like yeah, bro. Like these, he wild, bro. He wild for that record, and that's one of the joints I like. But overall, though, album straight though, it's cool. It sound like some Griselda shit. Did nothing. I don't think Eminem had his hand in it at all.
That was me. That was me. That's why I'm
a few standout records.
That's why I got baby number 3 on the way.
Yeah, see, you need to chill.
You need to chill. I'm gonna play that for the wife and get cussed out.
Curse the fuck out.
About none. Yeah, but J Electronica Act 2. I think that was the album that was supposed to be joint.
I think that was supposed to be the album that we were supposed to get a long time ago.
Yep. So I guess we got it now.
I think that's the one.
We could talk about tell OT, just send that to OT and they'll say we could talk about that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we out, man. You got any hot takes?
Nah, we good. We straight.
All right.
We good.
Your cousin coaches your AAU team.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Fuck black coaches. My cousin was my coach. We won the AAU national championship. Fuck you mean, Jack? All right, man. Make sure you get that merch. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at some dude.